All right, everybody, it's me, RJ. Today, we are going to replace a starter. So first thing, that was a little looser than I thought. You know that? I'll tighten that better. First thing you gotta do, you can just do the negative. But my car doesn't have like radio presets or anything, so I don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna remove both. Remove both. I don't have a problem. But you only have to do the negative, all right? If you do it just the negative, you should be able to keep like your presets and stuff in your radio. Okay? So it's gonna be a simple task if you got a long breaker bar, because it's kind of difficult here. You need 9/16, and you're gonna need an extension. What is that? 6 inches? Something like that. Okay? I'll show you why. Come on in here.
You want the phone?
Yep. Okay, so here's your starter, right behind the front tire, right above your drive shaft for the front, coming from your transfer case. See that? So there's one bolt right there, okay? The one that's difficult is there, okay? So what you have to do is you have to get up here. See those brake lines in your way? Or those transmission? Those are transmission lines, okay? So you're gonna have to get through there, get this on there, which is a pain. I used a breaker bar because of the power I need to get it off. Half-inch breaker bar. Where's my half-inch breaker bar? Show. Bring it out right here. Half-inch breaker bar. What do you think that is? Put next to your foot. 18 inches? Yeah, 18-inch breaker bar. Okay, 18-inch breaker bar. My 3/8 drive was just not working, so I had to go to half-inch, okay? And I'm using my impact socket, not because of the power of it, just because I couldn't find my 9/16 at the time. I'm redoing everything, you know, we're just working there. So this is what you gotta do, 2 bolts, okay? And it's gonna come right out easy. Hold on, I'm gonna have to give the phone to her because this is kind of a pain to do, okay? So remove them, then I'll show you what to do. Here you go.
I'm coming.
Okay. Try to see if you can video it. If you can't, just pause it. There's 2 bolts that I showed them. Okay, you can pause it if you want. Those 2 bolts. You gotta get this out of here, and it's kind of fighting me a little, but I don't know why. I got everything removed. Just the wires here, but you can't remove them until you take it down. There's no way. The transmission lines are kind of in the way, I guess. They're kind of a tight fit. Right on it. Let's bring it by. Yep, that is it. I love working on cars, guys. Gotta love it. Alright, so I think you need to turn it to get it out of there because of these transmission lines. I just don't know which way. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, why is it fighting me so hard? What's it catching on? Oh, there's a little, okay, I found it. There's a little bracket right there on this transmission line that holds also to that bolt. It looks like to hold the transmission line in place. So you gotta get that bracket up and off the top there. And then you're good. See it? That's what it is. Okay? There we go. That's what I was fighting. I'll show you. Can you see it? Come here.
No, I'm not sure.
See that bracket right there? Hold on. I don't want to break the wires, but let's set this on the side, okay? Hold on, guys. I'm starting to get my hand in there so I can see it. See that? That bracket lays right on the top of the starter here, and that's what fought as well. All right. So I'm gonna show you. We're gonna take these off. That looks like a 1/2 inch, and the other one's like an 8 or something. Okay, that's your power from the battery, and that's your ground. Okay, and that's all you got. Be back in a minute. Everybody, so it was a 1/2 inch for the power, and it was a 5/16 for the ground. The ground was kind of stuck, so what I did was I stuck this extension for the ratchet in there, and it held next to the metal of the eyelet for the ground wire, because I didn't want it to shatter, because it was almost doing that. Alright, to get this off, and this is it. I mean, it's a pretty simple process as long as you can get that off. And as you've watched my videos before, people are like, oh, you do this and blah, blah. If you'd watched, it took me, I did this. I should show you the first video and add it. What do you think? I worked on it over an hour trying to get the first bolt. And then I found my breaker bar. I couldn't get it, and I P-blast that day, the next day, and the next day. I did it this morning, and it still was hard with the breaker bar. Okay, so coming on out. There's the starter. Oh crap! Where'd I put that bolt? Right here? Are all the bolts right here?
Yeah.
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 All right. Hopefully, it's the same size nuts and everything, or if not, it has its own, because that happens. Hold on, I don't think I can. Alright, let's show them our old boy. So as you can see, this thing was pretty bad, old. It still had all its teeth, so what was happening is it was engaging sometimes and not engaging was shutting off, and then other times it just didn't want to go. It was like tick, tick, tick. And as you can see, that is the original Chrysler Denso starter. And this vehicle is 24 years old. So, I mean, it held up pretty good. Now we got here is a, what is this? WAI starter motor. Let's hope it holds up for a long time. Can you give me some pep towels so I can kind of, all right, we ready? All right, everybody. So here is the return of what we just did. We got this on Amazon. I will put a link to it in the description. How much was it, do you remember?
I don't.
It wasn't too bad. Alright, you are going to have to use these two main mounting bolts, but the battery cable bolts are new, which is good because those guys are not in great condition. Let's make sure they're the same size. They are. So, take this off. They come with lock nuts, or lock washers now. Okay, so let's remove both of these. I'm going to set them right here and have her hand them to me as I'm under here. This one has a lock washer, but it is stuck to it like it's a flange head. All right, let's go under here. Let's get this bad boy going. Where's the cable at? They fell down. There. All right, so I'm going to do the power first because it doesn't matter because I have everything unconnected. Okay, will you hand me that new lock washer and little nut? The lock washer first. Get your nut. Oh, shoot. You get what?
Did you drop it?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Always helps to have a helper. If not, you want to be on like flat concrete with a creeper, because if not, you're getting in and out. And I didn't even put that on. I'm putting the lock washer on like an idiot. I didn't put the negative cable back on. That makes sense? No, it doesn't. Okay, negative cable on. Lock washer. And we're like, wow, where'd it go? There's no ground. There's no ground. Okay. So, in a second, I'm going to need you to hand me that socket wrench since I still have the small one on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, do this up in the air, so it kind of sucks. It's kind of exhausting holding it.
Does it not socket anymore?
It does. It's just, what do you call it? Too loose. I couldn't. It was tight enough by finger because of the setup, but not enough to make a ratcheting system in. See? There it goes. It would have just loosened it, you know? Make sure you have these, like set this here, rest it. You're gonna make sure these go straight that way because that's what they're gonna be when they're up there. So, okay, and I got that all cleaned. I probably should have wire brushed it, but it looks like I cleaned it up a lot. Okay, give me the other, the 9/16 or whatever it was. Oh, it's a 1/2 inch, not 9/16. I don't know why. 1/2 inch. Good. What's going on? How am I not? You know what? 12 point. Give me a 1/2 inch. That's a 6 point. You got? I had to switch sockets. My 12 point was just slipping a little, and I had to come to tighten it. I think this may not be a half, it might be millimeter. What's that, 13? 13 millimeters is what it might be, because I've got a little give. Okay, make sure that guy's on there good and tight, but not so much that you break it off. Alright, so you got this, make sure you got it in here. You're going to have to find it. See the teeth, check your teeth just if you can, the ones that are in front of you. You can't check them all right here unless you turn everything, and you can't. Well, you could, but it's a pain. So I'm going to get this in here. Now this is the hardest part. You got to get this guy on here before, okay? And then you somehow got to get him that up enough, like rotate this. There's not a lot of rotation in there, so you gotta rotate it. I know. Come over here. Rotate it and move these transmission lines. So remember, it has to be. The bracket has to go on there. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Did I get it? I don't think I did. Nope. So now I'm stuck. Yep, and now I got it. Okay? See it in there. There's the new starter, and see the bracket right here resting on it. You gotta wrestle it, okay? Hand me those bolts and stuff that are out there. Careful when you get them. No, you gotta go out and look at them. You don't have to go out and get them. You can pause it. You can
I
pause
got
it.
them.
Okay. This is gonna be one of the harder parts for you. You gotta reach around and do this. Up here. You wanna not thread it, so if you cross thread, you're screwed. Wiggle the starter so that you can get some leverage to turn that thing a little by finger a little. Okay. There we go. Get the pressure off, get that in pretty good. It's actually going real easy now. You get the other one here?
I give it to you.
Yeah, no. Right here under me, probably. Pull them. Okay. Here's the thing. There's some stuff on there. Even though I did not do it, if you can, your power wire to your starter you can replace, or the ground, or at least shine up the eyelets, kind of make them more conductive. They're old and greasy. Okay. That guy's pretty decent on there, so we're gonna go to this guy so that it doesn't angle out funny. Okay, so that's. Nice thing is, up here with this socket that I have, the socket wrench, it's exact length that I can go all the way through, because if not, if you're even a little longer, you hit that, it's horrible. Pause it.
Mm-hmm.
So get this one, tighten this one all the way down after you get that one down, you know, and then go back and hit both of them, but you know, be careful. I got a torque wrench. I don't know what the torque settings are for this. Look it up in your manual, it might say it. If not, you'll have to look online. It's becoming really hard to find torque settings. Maybe if you have like a Haynes or Chilton's manual, it might say it, but even them were getting bad. It's really hard, so I just go to what I know and like, okay, that's not gonna break it, you know. That's really what I'm doing. I'm sure when you take your car most of the time at the mechanic to do it, that's what they do. And I know some mechanics are like, no, he's used this. Well, I know some mechanics. At one time I was one, and it was in, you know, we don't always use the torque settings. I'm not saying we don't. Usually, maybe like when they're young, new from school, they do. The longer people do it, the less they use the torque settings. Just because it's a hassle. Like, especially my torque wrench would, I don't even know if I could really tighten it well in here. It's about that long. I might be able to. All right, everybody, let's go put the battery cables back on. All right, get that power on. If you need to see, I got nice shiny cable clamps. I put them on the other day. It's very good to do that, especially if you're having a starter, electrical, any type problems like that. It will help you. Okay, make sure that bad boy is tight. Get your ground. This one I had to do it because it's negative. Well, that one was kind of like beat up, but this one was not clamping down that I had. Good? Mm-hmm. A little better than this was. All right, everybody. Wish me luck. Get the keys.
You have the keys.
No, no.
Here you do. You have the keys.
Give me.
You have the keys.
Hey, everybody. They're sitting on the seat. She's lying.
You put them on the seat.
Got everything out of the way?
I think so.
Here we go. You hear the way it started?
Easy.
It didn't do that good gunk?
Yeah.
That was the starter. Going back. It sounded better, didn't it?
Yeah.
The way it started. Did y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go. Here we go again. No, it still got that good gunk.
It did sound better.
Way better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it started both times, so it's gonna be it. That's gonna be my problem. I might replace the starter wires, which sucks because I just got her and did that, but they were old and kind of corroded. This is a 24-year-old vehicle. Okay. Well, is that it? Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Ask below. I'm gonna put a link to this starter that I bought. Below, you can buy it right there. It'll fit your vehicle. If it's definitely on a 5.9. It should tell you this fits your vehicle. Make sure you have your vehicle in the Amazon thing so it does it. That's it. I mean, it's really not that bad. What did it take us even with the video? Half an hour? Not even half an hour, 45 minutes?
We can look at the cameras and find out.
Half an hour, 45 minutes with stopping and recording and not having my stuff right here. Get your tools out ahead of time. You'll be good. I never do. It's just me. Can't help it. Can't change it. Teach an old dog new tricks, okay? It will help you. That's it. Please like, subscribe. Every little helps right now. Like I said, buy out of that link if you can. If you like it, that will help me. They'll give me like 20 cents, okay? It's like your payment for me showing you how to do this, okay? You got a free how-to guide. As always, I'm RJ. Seize the day each and every day. Bye-bye. May you and yours stay safe and healthy.